Okay, in part 3, we're going to look at using a worksheet or PDF and changing it into a digital format where kids can just write directly on the document. This will bypass slides and instead use an extension called Kami. Keep in mind that we do only have the free version of Kami for the district right now, so some of the options will not be available to you as a teacher or as a student. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is go to the Kami extension. If you are the teacher, you probably don't have this yet, so go ahead and type in Kami extension, go to the Google Chrome store, and then you'll need to add this to Chrome. It will come up in your extension bar. Mine is down here. It has the K, and that's where you can see that. For students, this extension has already been pushed to them, so they shouldn't need to do anything different. Okay, so I'm going to be working with this PDF. Because I downloaded this from Teacher Pay Teacher, you'll see that it has all of the preview stuff, and then it also has all the answers. So I don't want my students to have that. So before I get started, I'm going to go to pdfcandy.com, and then I'm going to choose to delete pages. Okay, add your PDF file either from your computer or from Google Drive directly. And then you're going to choose the pages that you want to get rid of. So I'm going to choose all the teacher stuff and then hit delete pages. Okay, from here you can download that file or save it to your drive. Okay, and now we are ready to pop over to Google Classroom and assign our assignment. So I'm going to click on Create. You'll notice that it says Kami assignment. That is automatically put there when you have the Kami extension. However, because we only have the free version right now, this is basically useless to you. So we're going to assign just a normal assignment. Okay, choose to add. Okay, I can choose my updated thing here. You might want to go change the name. Either way is fine. For right now, we're just going to leave it like that. And then I have to make a copy for each student. That's super, super important. Otherwise, they can only view it and they won't actually be able to do their work. Okay, assign a due date to it. Put it in the correct week topic and then go ahead and assign. Okay, I'm going to pop over to the student view and show you what that looks like. Okay, now that I'm a student, I can see that I do have this assignment due on Friday. I'm going to go ahead and go into this class, come down to the assignment, and then click on that PDF. You'll notice that in the top right, it says Open with Kami. So your students will click on that. It's going to load that document into this Kami website extension. I'm going to authorize Google Drive. Okay, and then now that I'm in Kami, you'll see that the document that I wanted the students to work on is right here. They do have some options because this is the free version. Not everything is available to them, but the basics are there. So they can highlight, they can select specific sections, they can leave comments as well. They only have the option to do a text comment right now because these other ones are paid for. And then the one that's probably the most useful for you guys is the text box. So they can click over here and start typing. The text structure used is ... Okay, and your kids can change those colors if they want to. I do like to encourage students to type in a different color when it's this type of format, just because it's easier to find their work and actually grade it. They do also have some drawing features and shapes, and then they can also erase those as well. Okay, so I'm going to say that as a student, I am finished with my work. I am going to submit it. We're going to completely ignore this turn in button over here because we are on the free version. This does not work. So I'm going to go back to Google Classroom. Okay, I'm going to view the assignment, and then right here I have to click turn in. If I do not click turn in, the teacher cannot see any of my work in Kami. Okay, so let me pop back over to our teacher side. Okay, and so now as the teacher, we're going to look at what that looks like on our end. So I'm going to open this assignment, and here's where you could see how your students have turned this in. So I'm going to click on this. Okay, and you'll notice that this assignment looks blank, but it's actually not. I have to open this in Kami. So over on the right, go ahead and click there. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. I need to click on the K for Kami. Okay, and then it's going to load this in Kami, and you'll be able to see the work that they did. From there, you can come back here, give them their grade, and then add any comments, and then go ahead and return that work to them. So that is Kami in a nutshell. It does take care of some of the needs that we're having. It is potentially easier to use than trying to move everything into Google Slides, but it is limited as far as what students can do with it. Some teachers love it, some teachers don't. There is a few extra steps for the student to make sure that it gets turned in, which can be difficult if you're teaching younger grades. But I think with some guidance, your kids can get there. So if you have any questions on Kami, feel free to reach out, and I will try to help you the best as I can.